Hey Saggy, what's up? Welcome to your weekly reading. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your love and support. It means the world to me, and I am just so thankful for you guys. Happy that you're here to tune in. We're going to see what messages need to come through for you for this next week, what the vibes might be like, what to expect or look out for, and see what Spirit wants you to be aware of. What's coming your way. You know the drill, Sag. If this reading helps or resonates or you enjoy, definitely leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the info is in the description box down below on how to book. And yeah, Saggy, let's get into it. Let's see what's happening for you. I hope all is well. I hope you guys are having a great day. And if your day has just begun, because these readings get posted in the morning, I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope that this reading lightens up your energy, and I just hope that, you know, it's good vibes. Okay, so we have a stack. I'm not going to take that, but I will take the camel, and I feel called to take this card. Okay. Oh, okay, Sag. I'm going to get you one more. We got a chill energy from you. I like it, because I know lately you guys have been it's been a little bit funky. We've had a bit of a funkier energy, and yeah, Cobra and the Panther, that's definitely representing that. The learning curves, the little tests that pop up, the little annoyances throughout your day, or, you know, people that you might be dealing with, or just your own stuff that could be coming up. It's like learning curves, okay? There's a little bit of some growing pains. So that kind of vibe is still lingering a little bit this next week or so. Hang in there, all right? You know, that could be Saturn in Pisces. That might be that. You know, is that what's happening? Is that the transit the next couple of years? Some little growing pains, because that would not surprise me. It won't be like this forever, though, okay? It won't be like this forever, but anyways, there's just some growing pains, and it's still kind of lingering, but you guys seem pretty chill about these growing pains. Like, yeah, there's moments where you want to just fight somebody with the Panther, you want to just lash out, you want to, like, throw punches, but you're like, you know what, I've learned, because the Cobra is all about learning, right? So before you would get triggered, or before you would react a certain way, or you'd really feed into, say there's a person trying to piss you off, right? Someone trying to get a reaction out of you, you would... Your old self, even a few weeks ago, a few months ago, definitely a few years ago, you would have been like, what did you just say to me? What did you just say? But because you've done the work, and because you've taken a lot of time to work on yourself, to really ask, like, is this worth fighting for? Or is this worth, like, you know, choosing your battles carefully, basically. You've evolved so much where certain little things that pop up that used to trigger you, they don't have that same effect on you anymore. And you're starting to notice that, or you're recognizing that this week. Like, there might be initially you are about to react, but you're like, wait, what did I learn from all these situations before? What did that teach me? I'm gonna apply that knowledge, that wisdom, and I'm gonna just stay cool. I'm gonna just stay chill. I'm not going to give this any more of my thoughts. I'm not going to give this any more of my attention. I'm going to redirect. I'm going to focus on me. This is you withdrawing your energy and kind of going inwards, or just kind of like laying low, okay? This is amazing. You guys are completely redefining yourselves, and this is just in tune, like, with what's going on astrologically speaking. We have the new moon eclipse in Aries next week. It's a blue moon, okay? It's the second new moon in Aries. And also, if you notice in the camel, we got this lunar energy, so definitely moon vibes, full force. It's working in your favor. You're reinventing yourself. You're rewriting your character, who you are. I am, right? That's Aries. I am, the first house. How you identify yourself. I am, fill in the blank. In this case, I am not going to react to certain situations that used to piss me off or hurt me or upset me like I did before. I've learned from that. And so, you know what, Sag, you might have a little test that come up this next week or so. There might be a little test to see, are you going to bite? Are you going to react? Are you going to give that person that satisfaction, that person that's poking you nonstop, that person that's trying to get a rise out of you? Are you going to feed into that? So you might have a little bit of a test. There might be a little bit of a test. You will fucking pass it, though. Like, you are like unbothered. You're like, okay, and I'm good. I've been preparing for this. This is easy. This is okay, next. Like you're ready for the next level, you're ready for the next grade, you're ready to graduate, you're ready to get the hell out of this place. Like you're like, okay, I've been down this cycle too many times. Can we just tidy this up now? Can we just like cut the cord, be free from this? Yes. And that is why this is so important that you really you just really show what you know, you walk the talk, because since we're heading into eclipse season, that's where it gets cemented. That's where it's like, okay, final review, I just heard final registration. Okay, maybe you're registering something. Or maybe it's like you went shopping or made like a purchase. It's like if you want to register your product, so you got that warranty. That's like a random message for somebody, but registration, something about registration, okay? That's for somebody out there. But yeah, since we're in this eclipse energy, it's really important that you just show what you know. That is the final verdict and determines if you pass the grade or not. But Sag, you already know you're going to pass. You don't need to study for this exam. You've been doing the work. And yeah, so off to a strong start. I'm liking the vulture at the bottom fitting, which is all about purifying, releasing, letting go. Maybe you're doing some little rituals, just getting rid of that lingering energy. So we're going to get into the tarot. I had this new deck. It's a Rider-Waite, but it's in this gold foil. It's really pretty. It's so pretty, but I'm gonna be honest, camera does not do justice at all. At all. Kind of trouble seeing the cards, but you're just gonna have to trust me, okay? I like this deck. This is gonna be a staple. So I'm sorry if you're a picture person. I'll try my best to show the cards, but it does not do justice. But it's all about the messages, right? It's about the messages. That's the main point. So anyways, we're gonna get into this. We're gonna see what's going on for Saggy for this week ahead. What do my Saggies need to know or be aware of? Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Sagittarius for the next week? What's going on for my Saggies? What do they need to look out for, be aware of? Show me clearly what's happening for Sagittarius. By the way, a week from now, that's when we have this eclipse in Aries on Wednesday next week. Obviously, if you're watching this in the future, it may not resonate, but still, the messages still can apply. I'm just talking about the astro transits. That's next week when we have the eclipse. We also have Mercury retrograde coming up. We're in the pre-shadow, so don't be surprised if you even have past people coming back around, or similar themes that you've experienced in the past might come back around. So I'm just saying, just letting you guys know what's going on with the stars. No, you're not going crazy. No, you're not losing your mind. The stars be starring, and that's funny. We have the Six of Pentacles making the first appearance, okay? So it's about really remaining in balance and control, and choosing your battles carefully, right? Remember the lessons that you've learned from the past. Not everybody is worthy of a reaction, right? Not everybody. There's people trying to beg to get some sort of reaction out of you. It's like, don't even feed it. Don't feed the monster, okay? But let's get some more for Saggy for the week ahead. All right, what we got here? We got Justice. Literally, these two cards going hand in hand, which we just had the full moon in Libra last week. So was it last week? I don't know, man. Time is so messed up. I don't even know. I don't know, man. But it was recently. It was the beginning of April when we had the full moon in Libra. We have this Libra balancing of the scales energy. We have your... Not you. Sorry, I forgot who I was reading for. We have Pisces energy at the bottom, which is hangman, looking at things from different perspective, kind of need to just surrender to what's happening and trying your best to not hold on so tightly. Some of you might be dealing with legal matters, things like that. I'm seeing a positive outcome. If that resonates for you, I am seeing a positive outcome. But let's see, what's going on for Saggy for the next 7 days, the next week? What do my Sagittarians need to look out for? Basically, it's the energy that you're putting in. We have 6 of Wands. The energy that you're putting in, it's coming back to you this week. There is some sort of... There is achievement. There is some sort of success that you're achieving, but I am seeing it comes at a price, or it comes at a bit of a struggle. So we have the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. So there's victory. Oh, shit, wrong card. There's victory here, 6 of Wands. Oh my God, it is so reflective. But yeah, you are achieving. You are making moves, right? That final exam that we were talking about, or, you're being tested, you are succeeding, but you know, there are some challenges that come up, or with this 10 of Wands, it isn't always the easiest. There might be some frustrations, there might be a bit of blocks, there might, you know, but you're handling it, you are rising up to it, it's not holding you back, but you know, it's kind of like every grade that you go up, it gets a little bit more challenging, right? First grade versus 12th grade, completely different scopes, right? First grade, you're learning what's 1 + 1. 12th grade, you're learning all that fucking, you know. So it's just like, it's just you leveling up, and the opposition or the challenges that kind of match that vibration that you're at, in a way. Does that make sense? So, okay, at the bottom, we have the 4 of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Swords, we also have the Ace of Wands, and the 4 of Wands. You got a lot of fire in your reading. Also, the Star Aquarius energy. So it's telling me you have a lot of hope. You have a lot of hope with the way things are going, the direction. Although there might be a little bit of challenges, or it's not always the easiest, or like, damn, like this is requiring a lot of work. Whew, but you can handle it. And you have a really positive outlook about the way things are going, the direction you're going down, what's happening in the near future. You have a very optimistic point of view of like what to come. Like you're feeling pretty good, pretty hopeful. And there's a lot of inspiration. You're feeling really just in tune, in harmony. You're having faith, you're having trust. You know that everything's going to work out. Like you're really in just like the surrender mode. 4 of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. I am seeing you holding back your emotions a little bit, or being a bit more detached from your emotional side or your loving, caring nature. I do see you kind of showing up, and again, I know, very flashy, but I do see that you're showing up more just clear cut and decisive, and really holding to your values. All right. And this is what you want, ultimately. We have the Ace of Wands and the 4 of Wands. Very beautiful. 4 of Wands, I love that card. This is the 1111 Harmony card. Also, if you're wondering, what is she looking over? I have my laptop screen. I had a few comments recently. We like, what are you looking over? It's like, I need to see the cards too, man. I gotta make sure you guys can see them too. So if you're ever wondering, literally my computer, y'all. There we go. Now you know. Behind the scenes, exclusive or whatever. Yeah. Also, I'm doing your reading like later at night. I never do readings at this time, but I'm kind of jiving with the vibe. So, but yeah, just in case you're like, wow, she's got a spunk. Yeah, that's why. But yeah, so I see that there's progression being made here. So we have the Ace of Wands. This is like you're feeling motivated, you're feeling driven, you're feeling really passionate. This could be about some sort of creative endeavor, some sort of passion of yours. This could be something that you're kind of keeping quiet on the down low. You're not really telling many people about it. This is something that like you love, but you also are very serious when it comes to your craft, your abilities, your skill set. You know, there's like a lot of focus that you have, a lot of determination to make something grow. I see growth this week. You're definitely experiencing growth. We go from this Ace of Wands to then the 4. So there is massive growth, massive expansion I'm seeing happening this next week. So that would not surprise me if all of a sudden like you really start to see this snowball get bigger and bigger and bigger, like starting off like a small little snowball, and now it's like massive. So big ol' snowball is growing this week for you. That's great. I'm seeing what else have I missed here. You're just being selective also, like who comes with you, who is part of this journey, who's going to sit with you on, you see this little castle, right? I know, hard to see, but there's the 4 of Wands, there's a castle. It's like, who's going to be part of your, who are you allowing into your space? Who are you allowing into your home? Who are you allowing into your energetic space? Who you give your time, your energy, your money, your love to, right? The places where you feel that there is a fairness, a balance, right? That's where you are feeding your attention to, and who you're feeding your attention to. So if it's adding stress or making things much more difficult, or just adding a bunch of like nonsense to your life, then you know what you got to do with this Queen of Swords. You got to take that blade, you got to cut yourself free. Because some of you with this 4 of Pentacles, there could be some things that you're holding on to really tight, and that's like weighing you down with the Ten of Wands. It is like adding you extra baggage that you don't need to carry with you anymore. And so some of you this week would be a great time for you to kind of just like loosen the grip and not hold on so tightly, because if you're holding on so tightly to the things that aren't serving you, this new offer that's trying to come in, Ace of Wands, you can't even welcome it in because your hands are completely full. This new wand, this new beginning trying to come in, it's a wish fulfillment, tying into wish fulfillment, but your hands are completely full. You can't, if your hands are full, like, you get the whole gist, right? So some of you, there is something you gotta let go, release, or remove, or detach, or cut yourself free from. Yeah, like if it falls apart, if something falls apart or like exits your life in the next, even not even just this week, but like the rest of April, even May, let it fall. That's the eclipses at play. This is playing an important role 6 months from now when we have the eclipses in Libra, I think that's when the nodes change. Yeah, so Libra season, October, November, around then. This might be playing like an important role, or there might be some sort of storyline that is unfolding these next little while. Okay, let's do some clarifying. Let's look into this Ten of Wands, because I feel like there could be something that's like kind of slowing down your progress, or maybe you're just taking on too much, Sag. Maybe you're needing to slow down. Maybe you're just like in this rush, but really just like, yo, like, just chill, just relax. You do need to focus on self-care. Going back to the crocodile comes out when you do need to rest or wait, or like, this is not the time to make any like crazy life-changing decisions, especially if you're dealing with any uncertainty that is not that's like a red flag, or that's like the red light, just like, hey, stop. So if you have any like important decisions and you're not sure, you're going back and forth, this would be a time where you need to like kind of wait for the opportunity, or just like wait for more information. Anyways, tell me about the Ten of Wands. Why is the Ten of Wands here for Saggy for this week ahead? This deck is ready. Tell me the Ten of Wands for Saggy. Show me clearly. Why is the Ten of Wands here? Devil. And I love that it's actually like showing up in the reverse here. It's kind of like it fell sideways. I'm going to take it as a reversal, saying, okay, so there's some toxicity. You are working on removing it, banishing it, releasing it, dealing with it. You're in the process of removing this low vibrational, hateful, negative, jealousy kind of thought. Like, you're getting rid of a lot of crap because it's weighing you down. Some of you, this is about like your own self-sabotaging ways. This could even be representing certain habits that aren't good for you. Could be representing individuals in your life. Okay, but I like that the Devil is showing up reverse. It's still part of your life, or it's still like there's this lingering effect, but it is fading. It is fading. You're in the process of like the removal. I just heard tumor, like removal of a tumor. You know how like tumors, they can grow bigger and get bigger and bigger and bigger if you leave it. It's like if you catch it quick, you can get it out of your life for good. So some of y'all, it's like get this out of your life sooner than later, because the longer you keep this in your life, the more difficult it will be to remove. Not that it's impossible to remove, it's just going to be a lot more time consuming. So I'm just saying, okay, that's what came to me. So I'm just passing on the message. Come with the Ten of Wands for Saggy for the week ahead. We have the King of Cups reversed. And you know how you're going to do that? By detaching emotionally. Yeah, you got to put your emotions on the back burner. Oh, but I love them. Okay, and they treat you like garbage. Oh, but they're my soulmate. Okay, and they walk all over you. They use and abuse you. Take your kindness for weakness. Like, oh, but they're like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, and it's like your emotions could be getting the best of you. For some of you, it's like there's someone that you care deeply for, but by staying in this relationship, staying in this job, staying in this environment, tolerating certain behavior, what good is that doing you besides just like dragging you down, taking away your energy, exhausting you, triggering you, holding you back? Like, it's just a bunch of negatives, right? it's no hard feelings. It doesn't mean you gotta like cut them out of your life and block them. Like, it's just like there's some need for some readjustment. Okay, for some just small adjustments, for some massive. That just depends on where you're at in your journey and, you know, whoever or whatever you're dealing with. It's gonna vary. Okay, it's general, y'all. What else about this 10 of Wands that we need to know about for Saggy? Show me clearly. Can't even. This deck is ready. It's like, I don't need more shuffle. All right, tell me this 10 of Wands for Saggy. There's something that's just like really emotionally frustrating you. Okay, we have the 6 of Wands coming out again, double confo. You might be worried about how others might be perceiving you at this time, or you're like not wanting to let anybody down. There could be a lot of like external pressure or external influences, or just like, you know, pressure from the outside world, even society, you know. So that could be getting in the way or making you stay in situations that you've outgrown. Is there anything else? We have a card that fell on the ground. What do you see? How'd you see it before me? Hierophant reverse. Literally separation. All right, for some, you're staying, for some, this won't be for everyone, but for some, because Hierophant talks about marriage or long-term commitment. Some of y'all are in this long-term commitment. Maybe you're married, maybe you got children, maybe you got a house, maybe, you know, whatever. Under certain circumstances, you're stuck or tied to a person or a thing or certain obligations, and you're like, well, if I break away, or if I break the contract, or if I leave for this person, what are people gonna think? Or, you know, like there's this fear of like, you breaking the tradition might like piss people off or upset others, or like, you know, might not be supported or approved, but ultimately you gotta do what's best for you, right? Spirit is really saying like this is about breaking away from something that has been emotionally impacting you, emotionally exhausting you, making you feel less than, making you feel like unworthy, things like that, Sag. Like, it's gotta go, because this is what's been blocking or getting in the way of your success, or like you making these grand moves in your life, or achieving something. Like, there is something that's like slowing you down, and that's what you're needing to kind of like back away from or detach from. Okay, now let's switch gears here. We're going to wrap this reading up, but let's switch gears. Let's look into this Ace of Wands, 4 of Wands. Like, what's this new vibe, this new energy, this new focus that you should be focusing your energy on for this week? Okay, let's switch gears. Okay, enough of this negative crap. You know what needs to be done. You know who or what needs to be removed, or what changes you got to make. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's look into this new energy. Ace of Wands, 4 of Wands. Tell me about this. Why is this here? What does Sag need to know about this? Show me clearly. What is this Ace of Wands about? Look, bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles. Hey, this is something more in alignment with you, Sag. Tell me this Ace of Wands for Saggy. Justice, literally justice right here. And the 6 of Pentacles, starting off with the same freaking cards, and the deck doesn't want to shuffle. All right, there we go. Ace of Wands, thank you. Alchemist reverse. So this is what's been blocked. This has been delayed. And also external energies kind of blocking you or prevent, like, you know, I feel like this is delays here. You got some loose ends you got to tidy up before this can really kick off the ground. So let's see. Tell me this Ace of Wands. Maybe you have a negative energy or like negative mindset or beliefs, or you might be having some doubts, or you're feeling a bit scattered of like where to put your focus. Or like inspiration comes and goes, right? So this Ace of Wands for Saggy for the week ahead. So you might experience a little bit of fluctuations with like your mojo, your motivation, things like that. I'm kind of sensing a little bit of that. Or like wanting to do something, but then you're talking yourself out of it. You're like, oh, I should try this thing, or I should do this thing today. And then you're like, oh, but maybe I shouldn't, or maybe it's too late, or you're making too many excuses or rules. Like, that's for somebody. Ace of Wands, please. Tell me this Ace of Wands. King of Swords reverse. I'm sensing like irritation here. Distractions. Letting like external situations, like it's like, again, it's like blocks here. I'm sensing like there's blocks. What else? 4 Pentacles reverse. Blocks that you gotta release, babes. Like, yeah, now we have double confirmation. So yeah, that going back to that Four of Pentacles and that Queen of Swords, like you gotta emotionally disconnect from something, or like detach, or you gotta kind of pull back and be a little bit more colder, a little bit more aloof, a little bit more assertive, you know, that vibe I'm sensing. And that's how this beautiful door will open up. We have the beautiful Empress out here at the bottom, Six of Cups reversed, the Sun. See, there's some past shit on your mind here. Also with the Hermit, Virgo energy, Leo energy, there's some past stuff on your mind that you're reflecting on. This is what you're needing to work on releasing, okay? So just keep on doing that. But yeah, dude, I'm trying to find out what this new path is, and Spirit's just like, you can't access this new path. Access is denied until you deal with some loose ends from your past. If you already are dealing with them, great, you're already on track, and that access will be accepted, access granted, okay? If you're already doing the work, amazing. Access granted. For those that have been slipping off, or it's still going to be access granted, it's just not open at this time. It's like you gotta earn more experience points before you can get to the next level. Does that make sense? Like you're gonna get to the next level very soon. It just depends on your actions, and like the sooner you release, detach, clear out, the sooner this next level is available to you. But it's available to everybody, but like it's just about the timing, and you can't speed up the timing. It's like, again, you can't go from first grade to freaking sixth grade. Like, you got to make sure you know the basics. You got to know that you got to go through all the lessons before, right? You got to have the experience. So, yeah. All right. Like a doctor, like someone who just went out of university, studied to be a surgeon. They're not just going to be, okay, they graduated yesterday and now today they're doing surgery, brain surgery. Like, you know, like they gotta gain the experience. Like that's the vibe I'm feeling. Like you're earning, you're gaining, you're getting experience, and you just gotta be patient with yourself, with the journey. Kind of this next week, it's just like lay low. You don't need to do so much. You just kind of need to surrender, let things play out, and just like you're on track, Sag. There's just some purging, releasing that's needed, and just to be continued. But very soon, access will be granted, okay? So, if it's denied right now, don't feel discouraged. It will be open and available to you. It's just a matter of time. There's a little bit of loose ends that need to clear up, okay? So, I'm going to leave your reading here, Sag. I hope this was helpful and insightful. If it was, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the info's in the description box. And I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for watching, Saggy, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye!